Welcome, Professor Nitin sir. Welcome to the 17th World Education Summit. Sir, can you put on your mic, sir?
Good morning. Good morning,
Very good
Abhishek.
morning, sir. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
So, thank you for giving your precious time for the World Education Summit. We are live on the 17th World Education Summit, and Dr. Ravi Gupta, founder and CEO of Less Media, is also joining soon to have a fireside chat with the Dr. Nitin Kumar Tripathi, Professor and Director, Special Degree Program, Asian Institute of Technology from Thailand.
Yep.
And in this session, we will discuss the various aspects of the higher education and innovations and initiatives that has been taken. So I welcome Dr. Ravi Gupta, founder and CEO and editor-in-chief of Elites Techno Media and Digital Learning Magazine.
So,
And
welcome, sir.
Hello, Ravi. Nice to see you online, and I'm very
Same
happy
here,
to be
sir.
around here. Yeah.
Same here. So,
so,
I think my voice is echoing, and uh, sir, you are having a PPT. Will you be presenting from your screen, or we can share it from our screen?
sir, we will
I
share
will
from
try
our
to
side.
share.
Nitin sir has sent our PPT. So Deepak will
I
share
think you can
the
share.
PPT.
Yeah.
Just, sir, I think as we start, let me introduce Professor Nitin Tripathi. He is uh, a PhD from IIT Kanpur, and he was my teacher in IIT Kanpur when I was doing my MTech. So it's a great honor to have you here, sir. And right now, Professor Tripathi is a professor at the Asian Institute of Technology, Bangkok. So he has been a dawn in this field of remote sensing and GIS, but also he has played a very important role in developing new initiatives at AIT Bangkok, and a lot of new courses, a lot of new collaborations have happened. And in fact, the last session of this program was actually on collaborations. So I think those who are watching or this session right now uh, can easily relate to the subject. So, Professor Nitin Tripathi, the floor is yours, and I request you to please start your presentation.
Yeah. So, thank you, Dr. Ravi. And it is a pleasure to participate in this World Summit. I'm very happy to be around here. And the topic is of my choice that I'm working right now. Right now, I'm a director for a special degree program in Asian Institute of Technology. I have a means experience of working in a world-class institute like IIT Kanpur as a professor over there for 10 years. Then I joined Asian Institute of Technology in professor of geoinformatics and also director for a special degree program. I have also been director for academic quality and accreditation in AIT. So from the very beginning, I have been working in this for almost 8 years or 9 years. Uh, I'm very happy around. This world's new education policy has come from India, and all of us see that India is doing very well for catering to huge population for education. But now the world is looking at India with a great hope because we have been, if you consider the migrants, educated migrants India supplies the largest pool of educated migrants to the world. The recent report which has come that has given that the share of educated migrant from India is the largest. Second is now out of Asian QS ranking from Asia, IITs, three IITs are among top 50 institutes in Asia. So India has started again showing its glorious star again, and it has
Sir, your connectivity has some issue. Like if you
trying
can log in
to
again,
reclaim
sir.
its last glory. We all remember Nala. Okay, I think internet is quite good here. So
Acha,
try
so,
to guys.
okay, so, okay,
It's
okay.
okay
Yes, 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 yes,
right now. Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay. So I think with this background, I will say that why this topic is very important, like global joint degrees, a new paradigm to synergize joint research and development. We can go to the next slide. Move the slide. Okay. Yeah. So now education collaborations are increasing. In the new education policy also, it has been encouraged that all our education should be global in nature. We should try to enhance the quality of Indian institutions to the world level and try to get as many international students and faculty also in our institute. So that is also one of the key things, and that has been a visionary step taken by the present government to globalize the education. Until it be globalized, we also cannot improve. And what kind of global joint degrees are possible? Because time is quite less, so I will directly go to the topic. The type of degrees which can be global collaboration, like certificate education program, bachelor level degrees, master level degrees, and doctoral degrees. So all of these degrees can be joined together with the global other top universities in the world, cutting across the national boundaries. And there can be also combo degrees, like say joint bachelor master degree or master leading to doctoral degree. So people can do bachelor in some country and master in another country, or they can come and do the master and doctoral degree jointly with two institute, and it can be like master leading to doctoral. So this is other option. Next slide, please. Next slide. Yeah. So now I will tell about Asian Institute of Technology. Asian Institute of Technology, located in Bangkok, Thailand, was started in 1959 by Southeast Asia Treaty Organization, and a group of countries of Southeast Asia Treaty Organization, they started it. And now India is also in the board. It started in 1959, so it has more than 60 years experience now in the global postgraduate education. It is only a postgraduate institute. Since Indian government supports it, so I was the one who was nominated to come to AIT as a visiting faculty. Later on, they have given me appointment, so I'm here. But every year, India sends around 16 faculty for one semester each to teach in AIT. And they are mostly from IITs, IIM. So India in the student means composition in AIT is from 40 plus countries. And as per our charter, we cannot take any from any country more than 30% student. So naturally from Thailand, we have around 25 to 30% student. But from other countries, we have many students, 70% student. Then we have alumni from 90 plus countries. And we have faculty from, at the moment, 25 plus countries. You can see here is a total global institute. It is a global village. Culture of one region does not dominate it. And people are learning from each other in a very friendly atmosphere. It is a real good example that AIT has generated here. we offer only masters, doctoral, and postdoc. And since we are global in nature, you can see our alumni is spread into 90 plus countries. So wherever we go in top position, because it is a 60-year institute, top position you can find somebody. Even the Taiwan Prime Minister, he was our alumni. Then Bhutan ministers in many countries, Pakistan and other places, our alumni are ministers or decision makers. Some of the vice chancellors in India are from AIT. So I think that is the strength of AIT now in many countries. So, but if we confine ourselves to the national boundaries, we have only alumni in that country. So that doesn't enhance our reach and development. Now, the joint degree that we have developed, that is 1+1 master. So people do 1 year master in their country and 1 year here. Right now, we have from some European countries and then some of the countries in the region. So, like we have from Vietnam, we have from Europe. So people do 1 year master in AIT, 1 year there, and then they get a joint degree. Another is unified bachelor master. This was the concept because getting a student for masters and PhD is difficult. So we try to develop a well-rounded graduate who can do bachelor and master together in a unified program, and AIT can nurture that institute for research also. So that thing succeeded, and we have collaborations with 12 institute in the world now, and most successful are from JNTU, Jawaharlal Nehru Technical University, Hyderabad in India, Jawaharlal Nehru Technical University in Kakinada. These two were the first one. Now we have National Institute of Technology, Warangal, and we are also working with KL University, a private university which is very good in Vijayawada, and we are talking to many other universities, but we have developed with China, Indonesia, Nepal, and Bangladesh. So these are the, and Thailand, of course. So these are the collaboration for unified bachelor and master. So from every university, we take around 50 to 75 students, and they will do bachelor there and come for masters to us. Then master to leading to doctoral with Pakistan. We had this program from National University of Science and Technology. So they will come to AIT, their faculty member, and do the masters with us and doctoral, and within 5 years. These two things are complete. Recently, we have developed dual doctoral degree program with two IITs in India. One is IIT Roorkee, another is IIT Kanpur. So student will register in either of the institute, and then they will spend minimum 3 semester in the partner institute and do the joint research. Core work will be done in the institute, and then they can complete the degree, and they will get dual degree for this. So these are the program that we have developed. Next slide, please. Next slide. Unified Bachelor Master Program. So two degrees are awarded: bachelor degree from the institute which is taking care of the bachelor part, and all the requirement, academic requirement, student has to fulfill there, and master degree by AIT. But what we have done, we have made a unified structure, and we have used our vacation period to compress the duration. So like when student is abroad, they don't have to take a big vacation like say 2.5 months in summer and around 4 weeks in winter. So we are using this so that they can complete it within 1.5 year. So they save the money for 6 months of staying abroad, and also the tuition cost has been drastically reduced. Almost 40% tuition cost is reduced, and we call it AIT scholarship in that. So it is known as 3.5 year bachelor and 1.5 year masters. And then 8 semester is common. The BTech project they can do in AIT, and the credit is transferred to the bachelor part, bachelor institute. And now we complete the 4 semester master in 3 semester plus one summer term. And this is effectively done for all the good student. Some people who cannot complete thesis, they can extend for another 1 semester or so, and we do not charge for that. So this is one thing. And now some countries prefer 4-year bachelor plus 1.5-year master. So duration is 5.5. Still they say half year. But in the first model, they are saving one complete year. That is a phenomenal, because they will complete the 2 degrees in 5 years instead of 6 years, and they will not waste the time of vacations. The advantage is for this program is better employability and opportunity for global jobs. So our Indian student who came into this program, till now around 480 students have come, and 380 has already graduated. 100 are still work means studying. Most of them have got job either in India, or they have managed the job in Thailand, Singapore, or all these countries. Some people have got job as far as Madagascar, US, and other countries also. Some are doing PhD in many top universities because our faculty are from many universities, so they recommend them for PhD. So this is one thing. Second advantage is they are using resources from both institutes. So whatever labs are good in either of the institute, they can use that. And they can have faculty of both institute to supervise the thesis. Then it saves time and cost. This is a big advantage. In this era, there is no need to spend 6 years for the education that you can attain in 5 years and without losing any quality. So they are saving time and cost. So they are 1 year ahead of their contemporary people. Then career path is well defined from the beginning. So the student knows from the first year or second year that in which direction he is growing himself. So he has a time to collect all the materials, see all the opportunities, and frame his career. Lastly, global exposure adds to the professional edge. And most of our students get job because they have seen AIT, they have met the international people, they know how to communicate in the international environment. So most of them got job because of this also. So this global exposure is phenomenal, and I think global education is, we should thank the global education opportunities. Next slide, please. Yeah, we have recently developed dual doctoral degree program with IIT. IITs already have with Australia. So AIT is really thankful to IIT Roorkee, and in this thing, it is a kind of a game changer, I will say, because now we need many doctoral degree people, because many institutes are there, and new education policy says that for all the higher education institution, the faculty has to be PhD. So there is a great need, and so they can, here the student, as I told, they can admit in IITs, and the agreement is that we will not charge for the student, suppose it is coming from IIT, and they spend 3 semester in AIT, and the agreement is that we will not charge for the student. Suppose it is coming from IIT, there is no fee for them, and we will also provide them hostels and medical facilities and others. They have to just take care of their food cost and don't have to pay the fee. Same thing is for AIT student when they go to IITs. And then IITs are one step ahead. They are also giving them food cost like a sustenance fellowship. So I'm very happy and thankful to them. So this is the good arrangement, and I think many Southeast Asian students will go to IITs now and try to learn in IIT environment, and that will also be giving good chance for IIT student to mingle with the international students. And the guidance will be from the chairperson will be from home institute, co-chairperson will be from the partner institute. So the two co-chairperson and chairperson and co-chairperson, they will make a research team in fact, and they can apply project together, they can apply consulting, they can develop solution for each countries. So I think this is a very good opportunities to link the faculty in this dual doctoral degree, and at the end of the day when the student completes, he will get two doctoral degree, one from IIT, one from AIT, and it will be mentioned that this doctoral degree is awarded dually in collaboration with a partner. It means for the same work, both institute are giving each degree. So one issue comes whether this degree is like say recognized in that country or not. That issue will not come. So we are also going to sign this dual doctoral degree program with some other universities in the world, and I hope this will be beautiful opportunity, useful opportunity for the students to avail. Next slide, please. Now, this is an important slide. Like for global joint degrees, it is a new paradigm to synergize joint research and development. Now, research and development is the one thing which is lacking in the Asian region. Japan, China, Korea, India are doing very well. Taiwan are doing well. But I think a lot to be done. And I think with the kind of rapid development needed, we can do it only when we are joining hand together, because then our resources are great and we can do. Otherwise always there'll be some crunch of resources and we cannot do the cutting edge research. Plus faculty quality. So in some institute some areas are key areas, so they can take lead. In other university other partner can take lead. So I think synergy is the one thing. So here the 5 key elements are there, like human resource synergy, like faculty, research staff synergy, other PG student. They make a group of research. So this is the one thing that we can join together if we join hands for global education program. Then infrastructure, laboratory, materials, computing system, library. Like sometimes you need like say high speed computer, rapid prototyping machine, 3D printing devices, many type of materials and chemicals. So some institute is having a lab which is having all this. So the student of the partner institute can benefit. Library, some institute has a very big library, but both institute can together subscribe to some key journals together and save the resources. So this is the one thing of synergy. Third thing is the projects, joint projects with added advantage. So now people can just join hand and submit project in that country or international project, and they will have a long-term vision for development of some key areas. So this is another thing. Then joining existing project. Suppose some student want to work in some area and partner has that project. So we can join hand and the student doesn't have to wait till the faculty in the home institute get a project in that. So they can join the existing project. Then joint consulting. This is one area every institute is trying to enhance, consulting by the faculty in the government project, in the private sector. So both can work together. Both institute can work together now and for getting the consulting projects and work together in that. Fourth is very important, which increases the, like say, ranking of the institute publications. So once you have a teamwork with the synergy, then you can have more publication, joint publications, and that adds to the ranking of each institute. Then sharing resources for publication. You can also share all the library material, all the reports, all the past research topics, data, lot of things you can share and you can publish together. Then enhancing publication credentials of partner institution. So together we can grow the partner institutions in publication record, publishing books and reports and everything. And lastly, exchange. Now mobility is one thing which is very important, and I think that is how I could link AIT and IITs, because NIT Warangal, because I have worked in all these places, I studied in all these places, so I was able to make this happen. So exchange of faculty for short term duration, for long term duration, from partner institute to IIT. Students exchange, of course, by joint academic program will be there, and then scientific staff exchange. So these things are going to enhance the opportunities, I will say. So exchange for the faculty, student, and scientific staff added adds to the opportunities for the both the institute. I think these are the success of the synergy of resources that global joint degree program offer. Okay, the last slide, please. Now, finally, after learning these things, I have gone through a little bit faster. Now, after learning all these things, advantage of global joint degrees are global exposure and linkages. Now, this is the one thing, like everybody is talking about linkages, connections, exposure, because these things give a lot of benefits at the end. So these global education programs in a longer run will start giving much needed exposure and linkages and for development. Then developing global professionals. Now we are able to have global professional in many countries. Like Roorkee, IIT Roorkee, IIT Kanpur will have their alumni in many countries. Earlier in India, they have, of course, some of them go to US and other countries to work, but now they will have different nationals as their global professionals. And all the professionals will be eligible to work in any country because they have experience of working in different countries. Then global job opportunities. All our graduates who did unified bachelor master, they were well taken by Indian companies as well as international companies, because international companies are also thinking to have business in India. So I think these global job opportunities are tremendous. I think huge advantage they will have from the student who are studying only in one institute. Synergy of resources for greater scope of benefit. Now, when you are synergizing the resources, working together, there is a great advantage of saving money, being economical, and giving the tough competition to the competitor who is bidding for the projects. Enhancement of ranking. This is the one thing which every institute is looking at. So globalization, global partnership also adds, plus publication and other benefits, they will add to your ranking. Development of research and innovation. So when we are working for the long time in the same institute, we never look what is happening around in a much intensive way. But when we are working with number of partners, we will have some innovations into our research, and then we can work in different environment and be innovative. Then enhancement of project funding. Of course, when we are innovative, we are developing new ideas and working together. So we can go for the big project funding from private sector as well as government or big NGOs for project funding. So these are this is my last slide, Dr. Ravi, and I conclude my presentation now. We can go for discussion.
Thanks, sir. I think great presentation, and thanks for highlighting the various ways in which AIT has been partnering with several institutions in India and, of course, in overall Southeast Asia and beyond. Sir, we still have time, so don't worry about the time. So we have next 15 minutes available with us, and I wanted to have a Q&A so that people can ask. So like I hope you have the 15 minutes with you
Sure.
for the interaction. So
Yeah.
asking you about that. You have talked about collaborations across the country collaborations, and that is a very important part of rankings about which most of the institutions are very aware now and cautious now. So if you can give some examples in which these collaborations have actually worked for the students, for the faculty, and for the institutions. Like, are there any success stories which you can talk about?
Yeah. So one thing is like our own example of unified bachelor and master program with JNTU. This is very successful, and only maybe 20 students will be from India. Now, once this started, you can say that just after Thailand, we became number 2 in the student population, and there is a huge chance of growing that also. So So from 20 student, we went up to 120 student at one stage. So now every time more than 100 student in each were coming for the last 4 years. And so that has added the presence of Indian student and giving them opportunity to study in AIT. So this is one good thing. Another good example about dual doctoral degree program, I will tell that Monash University in Australia is having from IIT Bombay, and they have developed a Monash IIT B Academy Monash University, and they are getting huge funding, very huge from Australian government as well as abroad. And they are taking big innovative projects, and the workforce is student from IIT. You can imagine. So they go, they get two degrees, two doctoral degrees, one from Monash, one from IIT, and they are getting advantage of a world-class facility in Monash to do research, and with Australian faculty and IIT faculty, and they are generating huge sum. So, but I told that there is a huge research opportunity and development opportunity. And if you see that IIT Bombay convocation this time I attended, because they are also interested to develop similar thing with AIT now. So I was surprised 30 PhDs were from IIT and Monash University joint program. So I think this is a very good opportunity for talented Indian students to showcase their abilities. I think in future you will learn more and more about it, because now Indian government has opened up in the new education policy, and I think more opportunity going to be generated. Yes, Ravi. So if the audience also want to ask question, I'm very happy.
Yes, yes. So I think actually we are live on our virtual platform. So there is a like around 500 people are watching us. So I am getting these questions on my the WhatsApp. So one of the questions that someone has asked is about are there any ways in which the Indian private universities can explore collaboration with AI?
Yeah, very well. Because AI collaborate with top private universities. KL University is one that we have already joined. KL University is in top 20 private in India, and in Andhra Pradesh it is the number one. So I think we are most welcome you are most welcome to approach AIT, and we can discuss some program that can help you. So we are already in discussion with 3 4 universities in private sector in India, and every year my goal is given by my president is to sign at least 10 agreements now, joint education program. So every year, so I have already done 12 till now, and every 2 years we evaluate, and some partner is not showing interest, so we remove. So 5 partners we remove this year also. So we will just go ahead with the active partners, and if faculty is interested, then it will be successful.
Sure. So there is a question about from the audience about how the like you are seeing this post COVID era or in the COVID era. How are we going to see the transformation in higher education, and how like it is going to impact all of us?
Yeah, all of us realize without doubt that COVID is going to make a tremendous change into the way we deliver things. It may be shopping, it may be movement, it may be working, online is going to play a major role, and it is going to be there there is for many years. So I think okay, I will just Wi-Fi once again. Yeah, I think there was an internet issue. So now hopefully it will be all right. So in the COVID era, our education delivery is certainly going to be changed. It is going to be hybrid mode, and we have transformed 15 classrooms as a smart classrooms, which are ready for hybrid mode. So those students who are in the campus, they will study in the classroom. Those who are not, they are going to enjoy the very good facility, like 2 3 cameras are there in the classroom, and they will feel a virtual classroom in their computer, like this conference. So this is very good. This is very good. Like we are able to see the face of speaker travel. So I think this is a most effective way that COVID has also given the opportunity. Though we enjoy talking to each other during tea time, but I think without spending money of travel and time, we are having the luxury to listen to each other, exchange views. So I think this is going to stay. And AIT has changed its education program to include a flexible master and flexible PhD option. So all the working professional, they don't have to leave their job now. They will register for the flexible program. So instead of say 4 semester masters, they can finish it in 10 semester, no problem. But they have the opportunity to learn the courses at their own pace, and they can do the hybrid learning. Like they will be sitting in the classroom or see the recorded videos, submitting assignment, interact with the faculty through chat and video chat. So all these things are going to be part and parcel of our new delivery system. And we are also happy. Some of the colleagues are very much concerned about the quality, but quality will come by practice. And in fact, a better quality will come because right now in a classroom, we are very much restricted. But now on online media, we are able to give them a lot of resources, share the resources with them, and we can give them chance to take their own time to submit assignment and make be more creative in their assignments, etc. So I think this is a kind of advantage that we are going to have from this online media or system that is being taken more seriously due to COVID difficulties. Yes, Savi.
Uh, as you have highlighted that things are changing rapidly in this higher education ecosystem thanks to COVID.
I'm
Uh,
sure that
one,
the conference you are doing.
yeah, one last question. I think someone has raised a point that Indian higher education ecosystem is not having lots of uh, collaborations actually, and they are all are looking at collaborations now, uh, much more like seriously. What is your guidance? What is your like advice to them that how can Indian both the government and the private higher education ecosystem can uh, uh, find or look for foreign collaborations? How do they do that?
Yeah, I think we have to. I can quote the example of Thai universities. Since last 5 years, they have been told to become 15% international. So they should have 15% international students in Thailand in universities. 15% of faculty should be international. So that is one thing. So within their institute, they have to become international first. Then their ranking will be like US ranking, EU ranking, Times ranking is enhanced when you have global partnership. So I think they should try to have global education program, study abroad program. So they must send their student abroad for education camps, innovations camp, joint hackathon jointly with foreign universities. I think there are very exciting tools available now and I will be really happy that most of the institute in India try to become global. We have excellent faculty, resources are not as much, but once you see the institute abroad, you will also think that have. So I think this is a time to see, visit each institute and see what are the good things and try to imbibe that. So I think faculty can choose, each university can choose certain areas and try to have partnership with the global universities. And
Sure.
it is better to partner with Southeast Asia for Indian universities rather than like US. Always be dream of you travel. Ravi. So I think internet was disconnected again. Slow.
Yes, sir, it is. It has got variations happening. the,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think
So I think
right now, like,
many institutes are ready, but you have to choose a partner very carefully. And
mm,
instead of going to US or far off European universities, it is better to choose in Southeast Asia. Many good universities are there. And I will be very, very much happy to collaborate or support or guide our Indian institutions. If they want, I can discuss with them at my level and give some kind of more suggestions in certain areas.
excellent, sir. Uh, with this, we can end this session. And thanks for being here. We are really honored to have you with us, and pleasure to see your teacher actually on the screen. So it's a uh, uh, great honor as a student also for having this session with you.
You are having a vast experience of talking to many global education leaders and responding to this. Thank you very much. It was my pleasure.
Thank you.